Everybody, welcome to Christ and Camo Outdoors. We're going to start this episode off on our turkey tour 2024. First state we got our kill in, but give us the rundown of your hunt.
This was our second year. The year before, me and Dad went first, and then Nathan came up a little later. We got 2 down, but we weren't really filming yet. We were really new when it came to that.
Very new.
But as far as the turkey hunting, the turkeys gobbled non-stop all morning. It was great hunting, tons of action, tons of just gobblers everywhere and hens, super action-packed. This year was the complete opposite. They gobbled in the tree. They stopped really about 30 minutes after hitting the ground. We weren't seeing them near as much where they were the year before. They were not the previous or this year. The action was just not what it had been, but I just happened to get lucky to go sit out with the camera. We just spread out to cover up as much land as possible. Still really no gobbles, but I mean, out of nowhere, I get this group of toms to pop out in the field just randomly, and as they start walking through the field, there's this little island in the middle, and these hens pop out, and I'm calling, trying to get them to come over. I have a couple decoys out in front of me. He's starting to strut and puff up and gobble every now and then. His head's white as snow, but he's just couldn't have a care in the world about the decoys I have out. The death triangle didn't work for me. 3 toms you think would go gang up on a Jake, but they did not do that at all. They just looked at him and walked around. I'm sitting on a huge green field, and they just strut their way all the way around me, 200 yards out to where I can't do anything but sit and watch. It's so open in the field, can't make a move, so thick around, can't make a move. Eventually they just go over the hill and pop out of sight, kind of think my hunt's over, and out of nowhere, I just look over to my left and they're coming unexpected, because I knew that they like to roost on the edge where they disappeared, so I assumed they were just going to go hide down there for the night, roost, and my hunt was over and make a plan for the morning. But
So you're self-filming. You got the birds out front. They work all the way around you. To the left, they pop out. Now the next part gets pretty interesting, because A, you're self-filming. B, you have to make a decently quick shot, and then
so I have to turn the camera on while they're sitting right there. I physically jumped. They scared me because they were pretty close. I have an old over and under that I like to use. Rattled a shot off, and I watched the feathers go, so I thought I was done, and the turkey just flew away to my right and out of sight. So, I mean, I knew I hit it, but they're obviously not supposed to fly away. He flew over to my right, a little bit back right. I did go look back there. That was thick, nasty. I turned the camera off just to go look. If I found it, then great, but had no luck that night. So then I'm really depressed, gotta go. Then I'm stuck sleeping in a bed with Clay. There's mice in the cabin. He's freaking out about mice, so we have our bed in the middle of the room. I got him stealing my blanket in the middle of the night. So just a
sleepless night,
all around bad night. From the hunt to cuddling with Clay, just all around bad night. But next morning, quiet hunt. Me and Clay actually were close to a tom. We just set up on the wrong side of the hill and just never saw him. Heard him in the tree, and so we moved to make a play around where I just assumed that this tom was going. Get down and just glass out in the field and see just some black feathers shining.
This is why I'm cameraman, so I don't do this. Four, and you miss all of them. How do you freaking do that, Isaiah? Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. It acted weird, so I guess we'll look, but I don't even know. I don't know what happened. I just suck. That's the only thing I gotta say. That hurts. Hurts worse than any heartbreak. Hey everyone. Wonderfully happy and thrilled, I say here sarcastically. Just trying to keep an eye on these other two birds across the field. I don't know where the third one went. I'm guessing somewhere to my left. Wonderful shot, as you just saw. Hopefully, I'm just keeping an eye on these last two birds, trying to get them roosted. So that hopefully we can go set up and get one of them down. If not, both of them down tomorrow, that'd be awesome. Before I go into deep hardcore depression, I do think that I hit that bird, just based on the fact that it flew, and it kind of flew sideways. I don't know if it was on camera or not, since I'm by myself here, but once it gets darker, I'm gonna go peek, and if I don't find anything, then I'll be depressed, but holding on to a little bit of hope right now, but we'll see. I'll keep you updated, or I won't. No update, you know, and I gotta go cry myself to sleep, but we'll go check it out in a little bit, but we'll be back up and at 'em in the morning, so yay. Just kidding. Sorry, Jesus. I just watched those two birds get out of sight. I think I know where they're gonna roost, but I'm gonna go ahead and start heading out and looking for this turkey just to see. I'm not quite sure where the third went, but we're gonna go look for something and see if we can find anything. It's thick as crap back here behind me, so it's gonna be a super fun walk, but it'll all be worth it if there's a turkey. If not, I deserve it. So let's go see. Good morning, everyone. Crazy morning. We moved a tent and everything this morning, and apparently we had a tom rake walk right by us, and me and Clay just never saw it, so we walked down here. We have a field up here that we're gonna go and try and make a play on, just peek, because we know they like to hang out up there. I'm up here just glassing the field and stuff after just probably 45 minutes of searching through crap last night looking for the turkey, and I looked down here on my left in the middle of a field nowhere near it, and there's a turkey laying there. So I don't want to get my hopes up and say that's mine, because there are tons of coyotes here, but if I walk up and that thing's got a beard, it's mine. So we're gonna put a pause on the stalk up there, and I'm gonna go grab that turkey. I'm gonna bring it back here. Here's it back. Let's freaking go. A little stiff, as you can tell. Untouched by coyotes. That's crazy. Look at that, bro. Don't even need to mount it. Hold it like a fish. Well,
I got one, folks. Let's see the beard on it.
sheesh.
Put it in the sunlight. It's kind of hard to see right now.
Got a little beard on it. Probably
Long, not the girthiest.
Probably 9. Not bad.
Not bad spurting at all.
Well, he's got 3 brothers with him, so.
Well,
So
that's
good.
1 of 4.
All right.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us this week on Christ and Camo. I want to point out one thing on this episode is Isaiah in this episode is very tough on himself. He's very hard. He wants to do everything perfect. He doesn't want to make any mistakes. And there are a lot of us that are like that. Even in our faith journey, we feel like when we mess up or we make a mistake or we do something, we feel shame, we feel guilty, we feel all of these things. And it's very easy to focus on places that we don't measure up or we don't feel like we are doing a good enough job. And I just want to say that God is not focused on our perfection. He deals with us as we ought to be. He sees us with such grace and with such love that he's like, I just want you to understand the way I see you. I want you to understand the way that I love you. And we're out here trying to be perfect. And this is what he says. He says, I've made you perfect. I've already died. I've already paid for sin. So you are perfect. And it's really hard for some of us that are hard on ourselves, like Isaiah, naturally hard on yourself, that we want to do everything right. We never want to make a mistake. And truthfully, that's never going to happen. None of us in ourselves can live perfectly. So here's the thing is he makes us perfect. It's in our weakness that he's made strong. And it's only by grace and mercy and the blood of the cross that the Bible says that we're made perfect in his sight. And so I just want to encourage you with that. If you're naturally hard on yourself, you naturally beat on yourself, it's really not healthy. And we need to be able to see ourselves the way that God sees us. And he sees us as perfect. As hard as that is for us to wrap our head around, that's how he sees us. So be blessed. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for being part of the family. Love y'all.